Hello, you beautiful nerds. Welcome to the Drunk Banthas podcast, where we talk about sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and all the popular art that we love. Also, we do it drunk.
Mostly.
I'm joined, as always, by my co-host and brother Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you all doing out there in YouTube world? Welcome to the Drunk Banthas, and we have got a great special show for you.
That is true. And that's not a rhetorical question. When we ask you how you doing, let us know in the comments. And go ahead and like and subscribe while you're down there in that area.
Yeah, this is really our only interaction with you people. And we really do like you, and we care about you, and we like your weird, yet questionable at times, comments.
But they're all appreciated, no matter how weird they are.
We love all y'all.
Yeah.
We love all your comments. And thanks and welcome to all the new subscribers, especially Mr. Cowboy.
Great name.
Great name.
Yeah, we love all of you guys. So we should give you a big old Jubilee hug. But today, we are talking about Season 3, Episode 6 of Warrior. A soft heart won't do you no favors.
Soft heart makes a soft ass. Is that
would have been a good title, too, for this episode.
Is that it? That's not the saying, huh?
It probably would have had less dramatic weight if that lady said it, like when that lady said that comment. And guys, I know what you're thinking. I don't remember there being so many Asian people in that Tom Hardy movie. But no, this is not Warrior. This is a whole totally different Warrior. It's a whole different thing. This is the Kung Fu series produced by Justin Lin from the mind of the legendary Bruce Lee.
That's right, y'all. That's why I've been getting buff. That's why I got my arms out today. I've been working. You know what I'm saying?
I also I impulsively bought a Halloween costume that I'm gonna be wearing for Halloween, but I was like, I cannot wear this in this current state, so it was like a way to force myself to start working out.
Oh, are we gonna be Hopway for Halloween?
It's something much more exciting. But that's a little teaser for you guys for the Halloween season.
We gotta be Hopway for Halloween.
We gotta do Hopway at least one day for Halloween.
We gotta get us a Hopway suit. Period.
Yeah, I almost wore some Hopway wears today, but I was like, I don't have the full get up. It would just be me in a button.
That's gotta be
t-shirt.
easy to find online, right? Hopway.
Yeah, like you just get yourself a vest, a little red.
I mean, we can make it ourselves. We could put it together ourselves, but I don't know, man. That's expensive. We're gonna have to dress around like Hopway a lot. Cause I'm not doing this. You keep it just a one-time thing, man. We need another person to jump on the Hopway thing with us. Yo, we know y'all are watching. Friends of ours, family. If you want to join us in this Hopway mission, put it in the comments. Don't text me and tell me. It better be in these fucking comments first. Don't text me and tell me, hey man, I want to do the Hopway. That sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna text you back. Why you ain't put it in the comments though? I don't even want to talk to you.
But today we are gonna let's go ahead and dive into this episode.
Let's talk about what we're talking about.
It was a pretty crazy one. This honestly might be my favorite of the season so far because a lot of stuff was going on. But what did you think? Just like initial thoughts on the episode before we get into like the nitty gritty of the plot.
I was gonna say you haven't said yet the nitty gritty. We cannot yet start this episode without getting first to the nitty gritty.
Quite. Prioritize.
The nitty gritty of this, if you've been watching us on Secret Invasion, this is a setup episode. Setting up a lot of stuff, a lot of things coming around the bend. And if you want more information on that, you'll have to go watch this. You'll have to go watch Nine Their Yards. You have to go over there and do that. Subscribe. Go over there and subscribe right now. But not right now. Wait till you finish watching this. Then go. But anyway.
No, you go ahead and go and then come back. That's 2 views, baby.
No, they might forget. What if they start watching?
Oh, that's a good point.
Girls work out on short videos and
go
shit.
Down a YouTube rabbit hole.
Rabbit hole, yeah. No, don't do that. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was setting up a lot of stuff, and yeah, a lot of stuff just good. It was a great episode. A lot more to come, I can tell, but we're going to get into that later. I'm going to stop spoiling stuff at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, guys, spoilers if you haven't seen this episode yet, but if you haven't seen it, get yourself off your ass and watch some Warrior. Honestly, it's one of the best shows on TV right now. So do yourself a favor and watch it. But this episode begins with the meeting of the Hopway and the Long Z at an ice factory, which Mai Ling has chosen for the joint counterfeit money operation that they've decided to go in on. So like a little tension here, and Mai Ling notices that her brother's gotten a little close with Yeon Mi, the young lady who is doing all the counterfeiting. What did you think of this scene and how she's like...
You said gotten close.
I'm giving the PG-13
slapping cheeks. I'm giving the PG-13. You giving the PG. You said gotten close. I gave the PG-13, which is slapping cheeks. Now I could go up to rated R, but for the purposes of this 30-minute excursion... I will not.
Right. I think everybody got the gist. But what did you think of this scene and just like how Mai Ling kind of like sowing the seed inside Young Jun's head? It's like, oh, maybe Sam might not be trustworthy because he's fucking the help.
I don't know, man. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know how to feel about it. I think Young Jun really does have like mad bro love for
Assam.
Mm-hmm. So... I don't know if that's going to work. And he knows she's like sneaky conniving. Even if it did work, I don't know if he would go through with it just because he knows that's what she wants.
Right.
So, yeah, Penny, you got to relax. That makes too much noise.
I was like, you're chewing up the loudest you
Like, even the Zoom audio catch that. Give me this.
But yeah, that is, you bring up an interesting point because I think that makes it more, because sometimes when these seeds are sown in movies or TV shows, it's very predictable what the person's going to do later. I was like, oh man, they're not going to turn. Or, oh, well, okay, well, they've definitely had some problems, so they're definitely going to turn. Just because of the complexity of Young Jun and Assam's relationship, you really don't know where it's going to land. And I really like that.
Turn out it lands right in Father Jun's stomach.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. I think that's definitely going to influence his...
Segway, teaser, segway, teaser.
But yeah, later Assam, speaking of Father Jun, Assam is drinking with Young Jun, and he is understandably uncomfortable being in the vicinity of a man who previously... they were just like really at odds with it, just like from the jump.
Yeah,
like, they
made it out. It was the tension was built up more in the previous season than it actually was. It's like he even used the word coup, but like somebody dies in a coup. Nobody died. It's peaceful transition of power.
It was a pretty peaceful transition of power as far as gangsters are concerned.
Right, exactly.
And I had to like actually think, it's like, okay, yeah, what was the relationship? It was like, they didn't really like each other when they started, for sure. And then there was that whole business where they just left him in jail.
And then he killed his bodyguard. Nobody knows that he killed him.
Yeah, that's like little secrets. But then like the big thing, I think, is like when he fought Joe Taslim's character. I forget what the character's name is, but when he fought him and he lost. Joe Taslim, Sub-Zero.
Lin. Isn't his name Lin?
I think it is Lin. I think you're right. But when he lost the fight, he was excommunicated. Like he was nothing. And he had to, work as a coolie for however long.
I don't think you can say that, dog. I know we're doing a time period piece.
It's funny.
And I'm the most controversial person on the YouTubes. Thank God we don't have enough subscribers for that to matter right now. I'm practicing. Yeah. I'll get better as we get along. But let me tell you something. I don't think you can say Cooley, dog.
I'm going to say one more racist thing just because it's a little teaser for what may come maybe in a couple months. I was watching The Last Dragon last night and I heard somebody call Bruce Leroy Cooley Mooley. And I was like, God damn, that's like a double whammy.
Hey, we might have to do an episode of racist terms in movies. And like, goddamn, I'll tell you what, that video ain't getting monetized. But
It's gonna get 6 views.
it's gonna have hundreds of thousands of views. Because as soon as you say coolie mooly, goddamn, somebody gonna say, holy moly, it's a coolie mooly. That's a spicy meatball.
Oh, God.
God damn. Who said? Oh, never mind. That's a teaser.
That's a teaser. Yeah, guys, look at
Hey, we be having a lot of fun.
Whatever.
Look, if you don't really like this show that we do here, the podcast, you'll probably really love Does It Hold Up? This goddamn dog in this fucking
she is
shoe toy. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, like so young June and Assam, they have a little bit of a convo. Oh dear.
Serious, she is not fucking stopping.
Yeah, she is. See, she is about that life right now.
All right, continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. But yeah, he's understandably a little nervous about the whole situation with Father June becoming just a part of the Tong now. He's like, okay, he's back, I guess. But he does come back with some connections. He has some German acquaintances. I'm sorry, this fucking dog.
Yo, I'm so sorry.
I wish y'all could see.
I wish y'all could see that. That was so stupid. That
Like, why?
she is trying to. Oh no, we can't even explain it.
Yeah, it's
You know what?
too much.
You can buy an in-studio ticket. Just DM us on Instagram.
Yeah, if you're in the Los Angeles area.
If you're in the Los Angeles area, you can buy an in-studio ticket to view from the Music and Coffee Studios.
Yeah.
But, sorry, so yeah, Father June.
He has a German acquaintance sitting on a silver mine outside of town and believes the Tongs can make a deal with them with their funny money.
And they do. Spoiler.
They do.
Which it goes really smoothly, like it goes quite well.
Yeah, no problems at all.
For dealing with shit like that, it went quite well. But,
Honestly, yeah.
But this is television. So you know that ain't gonna last. You know that this, if it's gone really well, it can only go really bad from here.
Yeah. And I was kind of missing Goku in this episode, aka Hong. Or
He got a boyfriend now.
yeah, and he had to hold things down at the Tong. Like he had to hold the hop way down, which made sense because there's
He had to hold the hop way down.
way down.
His hop was too high.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about him too much in the last episode with his like new romance, but we'll get into that. I'm sure that's going to come up again. We'll talk about that in future episodes. But then we get back to San Francisco, where our two sort of, our main white villains, Strickland and Leary, are going to a nice white party.
Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it, and he'll be on his way. Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it. Whitey will take it, and he'll be on his way.
Amen.
Yep, and that's what this guy displayed. Now, see, he's already taken this white lady's land. Burnt all the shit, killed all the Asian ladies, even burnt all the house up, beat the bitches up and shit.
Evil man.
Crazy, right? Then took it. Why will take it? Then he up in here at the future mayor's daughter's engagement party, out here blackmailing this nigga shamelessly. He could have did that the next day. He could have walked over him any time with shameful blackmail like information.
Yeah, it's like this dude has, like, for the times, this dude has fucking Nick Fury secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like,
This
it's
nigga
like, how
got
did you know?
Sarah Palin's secrets, nigga.
He's like, how did you
He pulled
know?
a Sarah Palin and then got like her daughter got pregnant, and then they was like, no, I got pregnant. And then we go raise the baby. See, I had a baby at 60 years old. 46 years old. I had a baby at 57 years old. And now everything's fine.
Yeah, she's just got to pretend her son is her brother, and everything's fine.
Nothing weird about that at all. Doesn't raise up a family crazy. Nothing.
Yes, it's very much a Dr. Phil episode going on in this.
But I feel like he's teaching O'Leary. Isn't his name Leary?
It's Leary, yeah. But it's
probably used to be O'Leary.
Yeah.
And then he changed it, thinking he'd make him whiter. But anyway, Leary is basically learning how to be an asshole. Mm-hmm. But I think like a political asshole.
Yeah, political asshole.
But I think he's gonna backfire on this asshole, barren ass motherfucker. Like, I think it's gonna backfire on him. Leary don't fuck around with people fucking with the little man.
Yeah, and Leary he's proven time and time again that he's smarter than you would imagine.
Way smarter than these people think he is.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's constantly being underestimated. And you can see him using this information to his own benefit, which I really like. I like the relationship that's going on between Strickland and Leary, because Leary is a bad guy. He's racist and he's done terrible things, but he doesn't seem as evil as Strickland, which is, I guess, if we're talking about the level, the bar of morality. It's like he's racist,
but he doesn't go around killing black people. He's racist, but really he doesn't even go around killing Asian people. He's just like, I just want to be able to feed my family.
Right.
Which makes him a terrible person, but not a terrible person.
Yeah, it's like you can actually see where he's coming from. Strickland is just like, your monster on the rooftop. On the hilltops, who's just like wants to see everything.
Who's
burn.
Using people like me. Yeah. He's sitting there like Mr. Burns over the fucking rooftop, like excellent.
Yeah, he might be Mr. Burns. Like he's
fiddle around, fiddle away, take care of everything. All of my little minions. Yes.
Yeah, like he is.
Maybe he is this dude. What's his name? Strickland?
Yeah, Strickland. Yeah.
Strickland Burns Strickland. What if he's Strickland Burns? What if his name is Strickland Burns?
Montgomery Strickland Burns.
Oh shit. What if he's Mr. Burns?
Daddy. That would be great. That would be. Oh. Yeah, well, put it in the comments if you want to write up some Simpsons Warrior fanfic.
I just realized that Righteous Gemstones comes on Sundays. Mm-hmm. And this is a show about religion and church.
Yeah,
and it comes out on Sunday. Sorry, tidbit.
No, I never thought about that either, because like Sunday is just like the HBO Prestige primetime
spot. Yeah,
but yeah, it's weird. It's
I never thought about
on the Lord's Day,
and then I'm thinking about it right now. Why? I don't know. Anyway, we cover that, by the way. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Check out the Righteous Gemstones. We do the podcast on that.
Yeah. Hey, Adam.
Speaking of Southerners, we are going on the midnight train to Georgia, where Lee wakes up with a start and finds himself chained to the sides of this train.
This is a car of a train.
While him and Chow are on their way to be sold off for Lee's bounty.
That's right. Whitey will take it.
Whitey will take it.
Common theme in this show.
I'm kind of surprised that these poor ass people was able to come up with this money for this bounty, because I assumed that the bounty was like from like the city or something like that, and they're gonna go to a police station. But no, apparently it was this family that put up the money for the bounty.
I don't know how that works. I don't know Georgia state law in 1865, but I'll get back to you on that next week. I'll let you know how fucking far of a reach that was, or how fucking accurate that was. But
We'll play a few episodes.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna call our friend Mr. History Buff over at on the other side of YouTube. You know how you cross that street at YouTube and then you go left at Heavy Spoilers and then you take a right at Emergency Awesome and then right there it'd be Mr. Sunday Movies, but right by Mr. Sunday Movies is the History Buff.
It's the History Buff. Yeah, I think he's in the same neighborhood as damn. Lost the thread. Anyway, out of all the YouTubers, I couldn't think of one. Anyway,
just one.
Yeah,
you just needed one. I thought of 4 that I thought you were gonna say. God damn.
Yeah, that was terrible.
It was like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 bit or something. It's like, well, I give up. This is no longer funny. Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm making it worse.
Yeah, like as we've heard, like deduced from previous episodes, because Lee's backstory has kind of been coming out in drips. He killed 2 of his family members who were his cousins.
Yeah.
Because they were
they killed his girlfriend.
Yeah, they murdered a black woman who he fell in love with. And they
killed his girlfriend after he had just had sex with her too. Like what? Dog.
Like it's feelings
you
are fresh.
Just ruined my blessed moment, my most sacred situation.
And then they Lee's family, they try to like basically use Chow as a slave, but he manages to escape.
Yes, Chow gets thrown into a situation where he is going to have to be a nigga for a couple of days. But Chow has other plans. He's fixing to be free.
Because he's been a nigga before.
Eyes be free. And I've been 10 years a slave. Not gonna do 10 days more. I'll tell you that much. So
yeah, it was interesting seeing like the scars on his back. I feel like we've seen that before.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Yeah, we definitely seen that before. But that's why that wasn't that dope to me. I thought it was interesting that Lee's cousin was like, there was 2 cousins and one of them was anxious and like ready to fucking kill somebody. Mm-hmm. And the other one was just like scared almost. Like, he was scared from the beginning to the end.
And you took that pretty early on. It's like, that dude looks afraid.
So Chow comes back while Scaredy Cat's whipping Lee all up on his back, all upside his head, all up on his ass, hitting him with the whip on the tree. Like he is a nigga for a day too. That's what I realized right then. I was like, damn, you know what? Slavery was like 8 years ago before this. Like 10, slavery was like 10 years
ago. Yeah,
like no, we just got over. Like I'm just stopped being full from slavery right now, like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we are slave.
Like, I just stopped feeling slavery about 10 minutes ago. And he over here getting whooped on a tree like a nigga. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, it's like, you can tell it's like, we miss being able to do this. Like, we can't really do this anymore.
We can't do this no more, man. Look, he ain't even learned how to do it good because he was too young to learn early. Now we got to get him in. We got to use you because you done fucked around here and killed your cousins. But Child comes back. He saved Mr. Lee, Officer Lee. The Federale Lee, whatever he is now. Fucking convict Lee. Now they the fugitives. Now we got a Sidney Poitier, what is it, James Dean? Who is the nigga who was in that movie with Sidney Poitier?
I forget. Oh, man. Yeah.
Anyway, put it in the comments, y'all. Y'all don't be helping us out in the comments. Help us out. Put it in the comments. Tell us who it is, man. It's Sidney Poitier and a white man. They be on the train. They got to run away for their lives.
Oh, but shout outs to I forget who it actually was who said it. I want to say it was Goober Goblin who said, because we were trying to figure out what show Alan Thicke was in. He was like, Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. Yeah, shout out to you.
Shout out to Goober
Goblin. You know what? You's a real one. You's a real ass nigga, but you might be white, but you's a real nigga.
Yeah, if you're white, you don't have to go tell your friends.
Yeah,
that you're
please
real
don't do that.
You know,
They'll do that when you get beat up by somebody. Don't blame me. Look, just like and subscribe.
But I think that this is like an interesting character moment for these two. I think that it's
Chow smashed his auntie brains in.
Yeah, without
if you don't bond after that, I don't know what kind of person you are.
Yeah, like that was it was crazy because like Chow kills his aunt and Lee kills one of his cousins, and then he kills the cousin that he actually likes, the one that he was like advocating to like. He's like, man, you're like me. He's basically like, I see myself in you. I know that you're not built for this evil redneck shit. You need to get away like I did. But just try not to kill anyone before you do, like I did. But then he ends up having to kill him. What did you think of like this?
He told him to put that gun down. Then he told him, man. He told him, look, Chow came in and saved my life, man. You gotta get the fuck back, man. Put the gun down. But see, Chow killed his mama. Smashed her face all good.
Mm-hmm. Smashed it real good.
So, woo, smashed real good.
Smash that real good.
Shit fire! Goddamn, he smacked the shit out of that head. I ain't never seen nobody smash one like that now. I ain't never seen a China man smash a head like that. He said, wait a minute, that's mama. Mama. He popped up off that goddamn ground so fucking quick. I was like, hold on, he just got hit in the head with a shovel. How do you get up so quick?
Right? You should be concussed and like disoriented.
He had the juice. I guess, you see your mama head get smashed, bleeding up out your head, jump up pretty quick.
Yeah, I'll do something to you.
He didn't jump up when his brother was getting shot though. Hey, he laid down.
He was like, pretend like you sleep.
I was just lay here a little longer.
But yeah, I do think that this is gonna affect Lee when he gets back, because we still don't know what happened to Esmond. He might be dead, he might not be. But I think this is gonna affect how he pursues his investigation of everything when he gets back. We're not gonna see things so much in black and white.
Man, let me tell you something. That would be the most ridiculous, exit for a character if that nigga just don't ever be back in this show.
Yeah, right.
He came in like a fucking bat out of hell. Came in fucking full speed ahead, and then he get capped in a corner in the fucking dark alley. That would be don't even get to see his face when he gets shot. He just pop. Oh, dead. Oh, everybody hands up. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this guy, the character reminds me a lot, and I've mentioned before how this show kind of reminds me of Sons of Anarchy, but that character reminds me of Allie from Sons of Anarchy. She wrecked shit for the good guys in season 2 and 3. And it was really the thing that drew me into the show, just that whole storyline, because I came into the show out of sync. But yeah, I like his character, and I would love it if he develops a little bit more as a villain. But if he's dead, he's dead, I guess. There's a lot of shit going on in this episode, in this show. But speaking of a lot of shit going on, back to the Hopway and the Germans.
Back to the way again. Back to the way again. Back to the way again. We going back to the way again.
Let us know in the comments if we should never do that again.
Mostly for copyright reasons.
Yeah, right. As the Hopway leaders leave... Oh, no, sorry. Before that, the meeting with the Germans... The Kruger brothers definitely goes well initially. They get basically 4-1.
They were doing.
Oh yeah, they was doing that PDP. Yeah.
Yeah, PDP.
Yeah, it was
Shout out to PDP.
the white girls was out in this episode. I'm not talking about the one who hate fucked the shit out of young June.
No, not that one. We did see what I do believe is the first fight sex scene in television.
It was a good fight. Yeah, in television. Yeah. Absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, you know where to put it.
I've never seen Euphoria, but there's apparently a lot of sex and violence in that.
Right.
But,
and don't say The Idol, because those are borderline rape scenes or vape scenes.
Yeah, it's very
vape scenes.
It's very one-sided in The Idol. By the way, thanks for all the love on the Idol video, and if you haven't watched it, go ahead and check it out.
This fight scene is on right now.
Yeah, like, what did you think of? Well, yeah, like, first, just
nice boobs, great fight. Great. It was great.
Before I looked up, honestly, I thought you were talking about the fight scene that happens later. I forgot that we were talking about this.
The sex fight scene. It was great.
Yeah, that was super funny.
I just got through telling my friend that he should let his 16-year-old nephew watch it.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I was
And I thought
thinking.
that they should watch it together. But look, thankfully they gonna start at the first episode, so they ain't gonna see all that.
This is probably my favorite, because this show is pretty horny. We mentioned that before. There's a lot of nudity and sex, but this is probably my favorite sex scene in the show, just because it is also funny. All the rest of them are just like pretty much, sex position.
Which position?
That was a term that somebody coined about Game of Thrones.
Nigga, I get it.
No, that's more for the listeners, but yeah.
For the listeners, Alex.
For the listener,
what is a sex position?
A sex position. It's basically exposition during a sex scene. Something
Which means you
Game of Thrones got really popular for.
If you fucking watch some shit. Go read a fucking book.
Read a book,
clown.
None
of this matters. It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
But after the deal is made, the Hopway and the Germans make a nice deal for silver for fake money.
Yeah, that sounds like a fucking great deal. I would never do this deal. Okay. I got silver. Why do I need fake money? I got real money. But I guess I can have quadruple the fake money than I would real money.
Yeah.
Because I'm giving these dudes the real silver. They're giving me 4 times the amount of money.
You're definitely coming up. And it's one of the things I kind of thought about when watching this episode is currency, US dollars, are technically supposed to represent how much gold you have.
Yeah, well, it's a representation of how much gold is in the federal mint, or like the federal,
Right, Federal Reserve, yeah.
Federal Reserve, yeah, nigga, shit.
Yeah, but it's like...
Read a book, nigga.
It's like the physical shit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, that's what it really is, though. There used to be another note that they had it was a treasury note, which they actually show in this episode. The silver that they find, they give the Chinese workers a treasury note for exactly how much silver they find. So it is it's a bona fide actual piece of money. So if you give it to a store owner for some whatever you buy, they can take that to the bank, and the bank will honor that note.
Right.
Because all of the silver eventually is going to make it to the bank anyway. Blase. So it's just, so that's how it used to work back in the day.
Okay.
Before there was pawn shops and whatnot.
Yeah, it's just interesting seeing the way that currency has evolved from this. I
don't be doing no research either, and I'm glad that I be knowing stuff. It's finally good to use historical knowledge in a good way. I never get to do it. Glad we got a time period piece to fucking
really get into that.
Really get into that useless knowledge. Make it useful.
Hey, I created this YouTube channel just so I could express all of my useless knowledge.
Yeah, thanks for giving me a vehicle Anybody who's out there who wants a vehicle to get rid of your useless knowledge, come on over to the Drunk Banthas channel. You too can be a drunk bantha. Takes very little effort. Well, takes a lot of effort, but very little effort to be a drunk bantha.
Yes, time consuming, but not mentally taxing. But yeah, like so the deal is done. Everything is pretty much cool. Even Assam and Young Jun kind of buried the hatchet. Young Jun's like, I was being an asshole.
Because they're hatchet men.
Ha 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 ha. But then, Assam notices one of the, or a group of the Germans are beating up on this little Chinese kid, and they're claiming that he stole some prescriptions from the local pharmacy. Lucas comes out and he smooths out the situation, and he's like, hey man, why don't you just go to bed? We'll all make some money tomorrow, and we can forget all this ever happened. And Young Jun also convinced him, was like, hey man, this is their town, their rules, let's just get the fuck up out of here. And the next morning, unfortunately, as the Hopway leaders have made their way out of the town, they see the dead body of the boy put on display with the word thief written above his head. What did you think of this scene and just like Assam's reaction to everything, and just how everything played out here before we get to the big action sequence?
This was very... You know who this reminded me of? When he got up there and when they were like, look, man, don't do it. This ain't our fight. And then Father June put his hand on his chest and he stopped him. He said, Assam, we already made the deal. Let's just go. This isn't your fight. I was like...
Black Dynamite?
No.
Okay, sorry, no.
He reminded me of Marty McFly.
Oh,
they even did the frame at like an angle.
Definitely.
Like the same angle that they do it for Marty McFly when he calls him chicken. And he's just like, what? Like, I ain't no chicken. Like, gets the same kind of face. I don't know. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. But, no. They'll probably do it on Screen Crush tomorrow, and they ain't even been talking about the Warrior. Fucking put it on Screen Crush and then blow my shit out of the water like they ain't.
Screen Crush ain't talking about Warrior. Ain't nobody
talking about Warrior except us. And you know what? We the first ones. We out here keeping it real. Go watch the Warrior because it's fucking good. And can't nobody even promote it right now because of the fucking writer's strike and the actor's strike. So... yeah. Please go watch The Warrior so that when the shows come back on television and the actors go back to work, The Warrior season 4 will be on that track. Yeah, it's got a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Like it's good. It's good, but the ratings, it could be great. Heroes was great. Heroes was a great television show, and then they canceled it. But to your point, we've definitely seen from the very first scene in Warrior that Assam fights for the little guy, and he doesn't specifically. He does not stand for injustices towards Chinese people. Right. Like he's like, this dude was literally fresh off the boat. Has been in America for less than a half hour, and he is not taking shit from no white man. He also was a bully to the Chinese dude, too. He don't pick up that fucking rice. Yes. Hey, put that fucking rice down, nigga. He's like, well, I'm hungry. He's like, you better put that goddamn rice down, boy. If you pick that rice up, I'm gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. That dude's like, bro, I don't know you, but I'm hungry. He's like, boy, you gonna make me look stupid in front of this white man. I'll whoop your goddamn ass. But so he really was just mad at the Chinese dude. That's why he whooped him. That's why he whooped him cops up like that. I can't whip him, but I can whip you. It would look really bad if I whipped his ass right now. But yeah, like from the big painting that's up in Chinatown of Assam. It's a mural, mural to be. It's a mural. A mural. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Muriel?
You got too many vowels.
Yeah, I'm talking about the wife from PJs now. But yeah, like you see that he's become like a sort of a figure as this freedom fighter. Whether he wants to be,
man.
Whether he wants to,
Stand up, man. He stands up for the Asian man.
Yeah, it's
like the people like to say, the yellow man. I don't like to say that, man. We all one people, man. Stand up, man. Stand up for the injustice. Stand up for something, or you'll fall for everything, man.
James Baldwin is in the building, y'all.
But also, his attitude, mindset gets Father June shot.
Yeah.
Because as you know, he's gonna go up there and kill everybody. That's what he was gonna do. That's what he do.
Yeah, that's the song.
That's what he do. But now we got some more people gonna be coming up here later. You know what I'm saying? So of course we got a dip, and you got Father June shot. So it's clearly gonna be some tension between young June and Assam that continues over. Episode.
If
set up episode.
Yeah, whether he lives or dies, I feel like this is definitely going to affect the way young June looks at Assam and how everything turned out here. Because, I mean, it is his fault. He could have just let it go.
It ain't my fault. Yeah, it is, nigga.
And honestly, let's call a spade a spade. If Assam would not have rolled back into that town if he didn't know that young June and Father June was gonna have his back, because like he would have died as soon as he walked back in there if he didn't have their help.
I don't know. I think he would have went in there.
Maybe Assam is high headed. He be making dumbass decisions.
He dumb,
which I like.
He's the Stephen Q. Urkel of this show. You know, like it's a whole group of shit. Oh, it's a whole bunch of other shit going on, and then he pops in. And shit just be happening to go wrong because he's there? Come on, dog.
Did I do that?
Yeah. That's exactly who he is. This nigga Jaleel White, bro.
And, it's funny, like, listening to interviews with Justin Lin and the other writers of the show. I forget the guy who created Banshee on Cinemax. He also writes the show.
Is that not the bitch? That's not the song.
No, that's what is it called? A siren?
It's a siren.
Yeah.
You never heard no siren, nigga.
We in LA, we hear sirens all the time. But no, it's funny because damn, I forgot what point I was gonna make.
That's the
alcohol.
No, that's what happens when you come up with a good joke, man.
It does, yeah.
The folly of coming up with a good joke, man. When you got a good one, just drop everything else you're saying and you spit that shit out. Pow, 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 pow. Firing off it.
Damn, I've totally forgotten.
Yeah, man, that's why we need a producer.
Yeah.
Producer Alex be taking the days off.
He's wearing too many hats.
We got to get, what is his name? Producer Grayson. We got to make him do more.
Yeah, Producer Grayson needs to get off his ass. But yeah, I'm regardless, I'm very excited to see what happens next, because even though this is a setup episode, it still feels like a lot of plot was moving along, a lot of action for sure. Yeah, like it's just. And got a little bit of sex too.
Wake up, we're fighting.
It covered all the quadrants.
They do everything on here. I'm saying we because I'm like, I'm on this cast too, dog. I'm out here too, dog. Like I'm out here helping y'all, dog. I'm out here trying to tell anybody who listens, go punch yourself in the face and watch the fucking Warrior right now. Put down your remote control. Quit playing with your video game. Put your little wee down. Quit touching yourself. And watch the Warrior right now.
I remember what I was going to say, just real quick before we get out of here. One of the things that the creators emphasized when they were creating the character of Assam, because he is, basically supposed to be Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee's character when he was creating the show himself. But they wanted to make sure he wasn't like Bruce Lee characters in the movies, or even really like Bruce Lee, because it's like Bruce Lee would be smart. Like in his movies, he made better decisions. He would have more character. He'd be less morally gray. And they wanted to give this character a little bit more flaws, so he'd be more interesting. And I think that makes the character more watchable.
I don't know, man. You seen Big Boss?
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
He just went in there, man. He went in there. He just went everywhere he went to whoop somebody's ass. He was like 60 people. He just whooped their ass anyway. Bigger. Everybody got it in there. He didn't really have no problems in that one either. He was just like,
but it's like not so much of like, like he'll do something that's going to just like fuck things up. I don't know, like it's like
I understand what you're saying, no, but I mean, like, I guess maybe Big Boss is like a part of that. Like maybe that's where he was wanting to go in his career. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more invincible warrior who makes mistakes.
Yeah, because there's definitely that trope of what he kind of got pigeonholed into. You guys should watch my drunk analysis video about the Asian warrior and how like Asian martial artists are kind of typecast to be a specific way. But I like how dynamic and how versatile, or not versatile, like just how multi-layered this character is.
Not versatile, versatile.
Versatile. This is a baseball situation.
No, I meant to, like, you were trying to say something different, but it was just a joke. Maybe somebody out there got it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. None of this matters.
But guys, thank you for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast.
Hold on there, Alex. We got one question for you, guy. What's the show that people should watch right there? That they should check out on the Drunk Banthas.
Well, you should definitely check out Does It Hold Up, which comes out every other Monday at 4:20 a.m. We also are going to be featured on, we're going to be talking about Secret Invasion on 9 Nerd Yards. We've got the finale coming up next week. I said that last week because I thought the finale was this week, but I was wrong. So check out the 9 Nerd Yards channel. Also, check out all their stuff that they do without us. They're awesome.
And we're going to be covering Foundation. It's coming up.
Foundation. Yes, we're talking about the Apple TV Plus sci-fi odyssey known as Foundation. That's the only way I can really describe it. That show is nuts.
It's coming.
But guys, thank you for listening to the Drunk Banthas podcast. We do this every once in a while, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe so you can get updates on new videos. Check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Twitter, IG, TikTok, likewise, all the internet things at the Drunk Banthas.
All of them.
Stay safe, my little sticklers, and may the force be with you.